Welcome to my.na Property, the show that gives you information on how you can make a valuable investment in property. We tell you what real estate agents to work with, what land to buy, and where you can get the best space for your business, for your home, etc. My name is Aina Raisa, bringing you more on my.na Property. Stick around.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Let's get into some property news. FNB Namibia has found that the country's rental market remains robust, with the individual postponing property purchase and opting for prolonged rentals due to an elevated interest rate environment and affordability constraints in the first 3 quarters of 2023. FNB Namibia economist Rusa Nandago say the significant decline in house price transaction volumes by 27.7% in the 3rd quarter of 2023 corroborates this view. The decision by individuals to delay the purchasing of property and rent for longer will continue to support the rental market. These dynamics may explain why the resilience is mostly observed in the 3-bedroom and more than a 3-bedroom segment rather than in the lower bedroom segment. Moving forward, we expect the rental market to remain fairly stable as inflation starts to moderate and the repo rate remains at its peak of 7.75% with a shallow cutting cycle through to 2026, she said. Nandago further noted that the adjustments in the loan-to-value ratios, which become effective on the 31st of October 2023, might incentivize investment in residential property, thereby increasing the supply of rental property. This comes after moving out of contractionary territory in March 2023. The FNB rent price index remained positive for 2 consecutive quarters, reaching a 12-month average of 4.7% in Q3 2023 from 5.8% in Q2 2023 and 0.1% in Q3 2022. FNB in the rent price index report highlights that the average rent price on a 12-month rolling basis stood at 7,177 Namibian dollars. When considering bedroom size, the 3-bedroom and more than 3-bedroom segments grew by 4.0% and 9.2% respectively, while the 1 and 2-bedroom segment contracted by 4.6% and 9.0% during the Q3 2023, Nandago said. After the break, we return with more my.na Property. Stay with us.
E-ticket. your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhcom.na.
Invest in real estate, you're just not buying property, you are buying a lifestyle. Today we are joined by Lawrence from Taleiko Real Estate, who's here to talk about his passion, which is property development and real estate. How are you, Lawrence?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Tell us a bit about yourself, where do you hail from, and your business.
Okay, so I grew up in Windhoek. Property was always fascinating for me, so we decided to go into the industry, but first we just did a bit of research, and I always used to watch videos of people presenting properties, and I was always fascinated by it actually since young. So fortunately I get to make it official and get
finally you have materialized your dream. That's
Yes.
amazing. What tips can you then offer first-time buyers?
Okay, for first-time buyers, they must always keep in mind that property is an investment because it's an appreciating asset. So it's always the first thing that you must look at. So you must always compare it to the other types of purchases that you are doing because it could hinder the type of property that you are qualified for. So don't always get other loans before you do your home loan. First do it when you get your job, first do your home loan because home loan is a 20-year thing. So if you look for a property at the very end, let's say you are over 40, you only have now less than 20 years working. So the bank also looks at that. So it's always best to keep in mind to always prioritize buying a property, then you can buy now other things like car or furniture and so on. Yes.
Okay, that's some good advice. So I must first consider, buying a house instead of maybe a Louis Vuitton bag. Actually, that's very good advice. All right, I always get confused when people speak some of these terms in property. There is excluding cost and then there is including cost. What do these things exactly mean?
Excluding cost means that if a property is being advertised, if it's on the market, if it's on a listing, excluding cost means that when you buy the property, the price that's presented, it excludes the cost. So then the cost will be on the buyer of the property. Including cost means that the price will be included, the cost. So there are two types of costs. There are transfer cost and bond cost. So transfer cost is when the conveyancers, attorneys, have to transfer the ownership of the property from the seller to the buyer. So that is the cost of that you have to pay the attorneys. And then bond cost, it depends when you buy with a bank or not. So because the property has to go from the seller to the bank until the bond is paid off, then it will be in your name as the buyer. So cost is usually around 7% of the price of the property. Yes. Okay.
And then what advice can you give to upcoming real estate agents, seeing that your industry is a bit fluctuated? Every now and then I see a poster, please guys, book me. I am a real estate agent. What advice can you give?
Well, the best advice actually is to get associated with people that have been long in the market. You know, just work under them. You know, so it's always good to start from the bottom. If you are planning to come up with your own company one day, work for someone, see how it works. You could learn their mistakes before they become your own. Then it's less expensive when you have to go on your own. So from there, you will get the feel of it. You can also just offer to do it on what? Commission based only. Yeah, because nobody wants expense, especially not an unexperienced expense, you know. So you can also say, no, only commission based. From there on, you are just following. You can follow the other estate agents and not aim to gain money, but just to gain knowledge. As long as you're gaining, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then let's say somebody wants to sell their property. How can they make it more attractive to potential buyers?
Yes. Property, you know, it depends. Like, let's say the first thing that people look at is how it looks and how modern it is. So as the years go, you should also look around, like if something, like let's say when aluminium doors and windows came in, okay, right now it's a time for aluminium. Aluminium is now the thing.
Is it trending now?
Yeah, it's trending. So if you have the normal type of windows, people are uninterested. It doesn't look attractive. It hinders the price, you know. So it's good to every 5 years at least to keep your property, to maintain it, you know, to make it more modern, and also to paint it, keep it paint, you know, those scratches, the paint fades color, it looks a bit like you don't care about it. Yeah, so it should look like a home.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what should first-time tenants have in place before they go out there and seek for their property, be it a room to rent, be it a home, be it a commercial place?
As if like somebody looking for?
Yes.
Or what they should look at?
What documents or what things should they have in place? Should they have money?
So they should, yeah, they should keep in place that there is a deposit and then there is rent. So they should always have a steady budget of what they can afford. If they can afford 5,000 per month, that means that they have to skip a month to get the deposit of the 5,000 as well and pay deposit. And what they should look at is actually also location, because the same type of property in Soweto, Katutura, is not the same price as the one in Dorado, even though they look the same exactly. This one in Dorado will be 7,000. This one in Soweto will be 5,000. So location matters. Yeah.
Okay. And then where can potential clients get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of us at on our email. Yes, on our email and our mobile numbers. We have within the company we have a small group of management. Yeah. So we are around 3. So we have the principal agent. We have myself. I'm a senior agent, but I also do more other things like marketing and strategy and stuff. And we also have another senior agent also that does the same. So yeah, we have an email address. We have a website where people can inquire. There's a message column where you can just post your question. And we are also open to answer questions for new upcoming real estate agents or people that want to become. We can help you for free. Yeah, so it's in our own benefit if work is done professionally. So one day when we work with you, we know that, okay, you do know the procedures, because in real estate, yes, in real estate, the procedures are #1 to keep in mind, the policies and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you mind spelling out or giving out the name of this website and this email address and this phone number, so that, you know, if anyone is watching this show, they would be able to just pick it up and then make use of your services?
Okay, yeah. So the email address is info, that's INFO, at taleikorealestate.com. So Taleiko is TALEIKO, yeah, realestate.com. Yeah, you can always email us, or you can email me personally, Lawrence at Taleiko Real Estate. That's LAWRENCE. Yes, that's how you spell my name.
And the phone number?
And the phone number is 081 623 5757.
Do you guys have any social media pages like an Instagram or a Facebook or no?
Yes, yeah. We have a Facebook, so it's just Taleiko Real Estate. And we also have Instagram.
Okay.
Yes.
It's also just Taleiko Real Estate.
Real Estate, yeah.
No LinkedIn,
everything.
no Facebook, no X.
LinkedIn, yeah. LinkedIn is also there. It's going to be there. It's just not active yet, but
okay.
Yeah, it's
all
going
right.
to be there.
Lawrence, thank you very much for joining us on my.na property. I wish you all the clients in the world.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. We will be right back with more my.na property. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraita. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
This is still my.na properties, and today we're talking all about walls, and I'm joined by Bloodstan, who's here as the sales consultant at CTM. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, ma'am.
Okay, so start us off, getting right into it. Explain to us the difference between wall tiles and floor tiles.
Okay, let me start with the floor tile. Floor tile is a tile that you can use on wall and floor.
Okay.
But it's especially made for
The floor.
But
So
why,
it doubles.
Yeah, it doubles. You can double. But why you are using it on the floor? It can last for long, and it can withstand high traffic, foot traffic. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So it's got that durability.
Yeah.
Whereas with the wall tiles, they're a bit softer, I would assume, so that it's not too heavy to place it onto the wall.
Yeah. Wall tiles is it's well made. It's only made for wall. You can't use it on the floor.
Okay.
Because why you can't use it on the floor? It is thinner and softer.
And it's more decorative.
Yeah, it's decorative, yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So why would you choose different tiles for your bathroom than, let's say, for the kitchen?
For me to say is like when a customer enters the store and I'm having a customer looking for a kitchen tiles,
Yes.
I can't show a customer the tile that they have flowers on, because you get different type of tiles.
Okay.
Sometimes they have flowers on, some have spoon, cups on. So I have to take it away, the tile fits for the kitchen. And one thing about a tile is, if it's a bathroom, it's most exposed area where heavy water flow and stain.
Oh, I see. So you would need flooring, or rather walls that suit that, that are not going to stain too much.
Yeah, so...
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's why you must choose the right tile.
Choose the right
for your
tiling.
bathroom.
I definitely agree. I mean, I've walked into houses, or rather, let me say, like, as soon as I walked in here, as I'm walking around, you're like, okay, that would definitely look nice in a bathroom. There are some tiles that fit the bathroom more than the kitchen and things like that. Okay. So you have a number of styles, like cladding and the marble look. Which is a good style choice for which respective room in the home?
Oh, if I say this, cladding is my favorite.
Okay.
Because you can, as in your house, as you were saying, it's a feature. I can use it in my living room.
Okay.
As a feature behind my TV wall. I can use it for a fish pond and etc. You can say it's actually beautiful if you use it in your house. You can even use it outdoor.
Okay.
You can use it
so
outdoor.
it works for both.
Yeah, interior
and exterior.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, it's all about making your space beautiful, authentic to you and your style. And I see CTM has a number of options that allow for this, including mosaics and glass. But one thing that piqued my interest is the Listello. What is that? Explain to us.
Okay. You know, it's just like mosaic and glass tiles.
Okay.
Listello could be part of the features.
Oh, okay. So it works as a feature. So I remember as we were talking earlier, you said it could work as a border at some point. Yes.
Yeah. Why I'm saying it's a part of feature. You can use it as a borderline to break your tiles. You can use it as a border, Listello. And we have different type of border tiles in our store.
Okay, so all they have to do is pop in and see which one best suits their style and their home. What is popular right now at the moment in terms of making your walls really pop?
As I'm talking here now in CTM, we are doing very great by selling our feature tiles.
Okay.
Because when a customer enters, you just tell the customer the truth about the tile. And it comes to a feature tile, and you tell the customer when you are choosing a feature tile, you must look what you are choosing, and you must know when you are choosing that you must choose a bathroom tile that will reflect your style. So you must choose the right to match each other, to be made to be together. Yeah.
Okay, now before I let you go, what kind of tile protection does CTM recommend and have available?
We have different type of protections. It's in lubricant. It's in like we get the grout sealer. We get every sealer that you can, tile sealer. You can do. There's everything that we are selling. For example, those days, old times, 90s, they used one step. Maybe you can remember one step. They used to clean their floors.
Yes.
But to us, we give you quick clean. Quick clean is daily basic that you use to clean your floors.
Okay.
Remember when you use Omo, jig, and those stuff, you can damage your tile lifetime. It can be damaged maybe in a year while it's supposed to be 10 years.
Oh, but because they're not formulated to
it
clean.
does have chemicals to clean. So if you clean with those chemicals, they will damage your tile. But our quick clean doesn't have any chemical inside. It's made to clean the tile.
Specifically formulated.
Then you get one, as you were talking about the bathroom, you get a mold buster.
Good evening, we are back and welcome Risa.
Thank you, Lamri. I am back on a Tuesday evening.
Yes, and Risa is from the company Wederkouta Nuveka. Risa, the question that I want to ask you, it's another viewer that asked me to ask you the question. Yes. When do I get my money when they sell my property?
I think this is the question we get asked most in life, is if I sell my property today, then obviously I want my money today. So
I want my money yesterday.
Yes, I wanted it yesterday. So, but there's a process to be followed. Obviously, after signing an agreement of sale, we run through the whole process of getting bonds cancelled, new bonds registered, and submitting to the deeds office. You know, the whole process which I explained in the first, I think our first meeting, I just touched on what the process is once you sell your property. But it's important to realize that you will only get your money after registration of the transfer. So once we've lodged at the deeds office, it takes about 7 to 10 days for registration. And then also we wait for the money to come in from the bank which has offered the guarantee. If it's coming from, say, Bank Windhoek, then we offer them the guarantee, say it registered today, and it takes a day or two to settle out all the payments. The one bank needs to pay the other one. A new loan needs money, comes to our office, and then we deduct all the payments that needs to be done, like the estate agent's commission and rates and taxes, and only after that then you will get the final proceeds and will pay it directly to your account. So, but that can take, like I said, after the process is finalized, it can take up to 14 days or depending on the different banks, but it's not a question of I sold my property, I want my money right now. There's some rules to follow, and we need to comply with a lot of different institutions and things to get the final amount before proceeds can be paid to a seller.
Yeah, no job is done until all the paperwork is done.
Yes.
And it's just to be safe, on the safe side.
Absolutely, because obviously we're working
parties.
for both the purchaser and the seller. Yes.
Exactly. Well, viewer, I hope your question has been answered. And in the same breath, I want to say thank you for coming in again to this.
Thank you.
The my.na Property
It is
Studio.
my pleasure.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Lami.
See you next week, Risa.
I'll see you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Until next time, this has been another fantastic episode of my.na Property. We'll see you same time, same place next week.